Hello,
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm very good, thank you. Where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam.
Vietnam. I'm very close to you. I can
Oh,
be in I can be in Vietnam in 1 hour.
um, are you in China or Cambodia or Thailand?
Cambodia.
Oh, Cambodia.
Yep. I'm from the UK, but I live in Cambodia.
So do
And
you like it there?
yes, I do. And you've got an American influence to your accent. I can hear it.
Yes, I watch in American movie. That's why I have American accent.
Okay. So you've been watching American movies for a long time.
Yes, I've been watching when I was like 6 years old, I think.
Okay. What would you like to do this morning? What would you like to learn?
Just a normal conversation.
Just general conversation. Okay. So, I take it you're at school. What's your favourite subject at school?
My favorite subjects are English, art, and music.
Okay. And do you have any hobbies?
Yes, I do like drawing, singing, um, listening to music.
And so, what do you do to relax?
Well, I do my hobby.
You do your hobbies to relax. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you have you heard about Chat GPT?
Yes, I do. I heard of.
And what do you think of it? What do you think about it?
Um, it's really smart, really high technology.
Hmm. Do you think artificial intelligence will ever pose a threat to humans?
Sorry.
Do you think that technology, AI, could ever pose a threat to humans?
Hmm, like robot?
Yep, similar, yeah.
Yes, I think so.
So, have you seen the film The Terminator?
No, but I might heard of something like that.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger film. So that's about artificial intelligence, and when it eventually becomes self-aware, then it turns on the human race. And there's quite a few films coming out at the moment all about AI. Moonfall, that's one that I recommend for you. I'm gonna just put that into your chat window. How do you watch movies? Do you go on YouTube to watch them, or do you have Netflix?
I had a website. It's called Study Film, which it has subtitle in English and Vietnamese for me to see if I don't understand anything.
Oh, okay, I understand that. And what would you like to be when you finish school? What job would you like?
Um, a fashion designer or maybe a singer. I don't know. My dream.
Is that your dream to be a singer?
Yes, but it's fine to be a fashion designer as well because I like to design things. So just drawing. I don't really like sewing.
Oh, so it sounds like you could be a fashion designer, and that there's not very many fashion designers in Vietnam, is there?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
Hmm. Would you like to be famous?
Uh, well, not too famous, but a little bit. It's kind of fine. I want my life to be more privacy.
More private, yeah.
Yeah,
So you'd like the money, but not the attention.
yeah.
So wouldn't we all? Wouldn't we all? Do you have any questions you'd like to ask me?
Mm, so you live in Cambodia, and who
Yep.
do you live with?
I came out to Cambodia on my own. My family is still back in the UK. I've done quite a bit of travelling, 12 different countries.
I just been to one, Singapore.
Oh wow! Did you enjoy that?
Yes, it was the first time I'm out of Vietnam, and it was a very good experiment.
How did you feel when you got on the plane?
I was excited when to see us fly, but it take a little while to like fly, so I'm pretty like get bored with that. But then when it's fly, I actually really happy. I'm not really get plane sick, like no, but it's actually kind of dizzy when it's fly.
When the plane's actually going down the runway to taking off, and it's getting faster and faster. Do you like that feeling?
Yeah, I like every single thing about a plane except not not having any like plane crash. Then that's fine.
Nobody wants to be in a plane crash, do they?
Yeah,
Nobody wants to be in a plane crash. If I said I could send you anywhere in the world for a holiday,
Japan,
where would
Japan.
do you want to go? To Japan? That was very
Yeah,
quick. Why?
yeah.
Why Japan?
Um, I I like it like the traditionals, and I like the food, the sushi. I love sushis a lot. Mm, there's Disneyland there too, but the best thing that I like about Japan is the cherry blossom.
Yep, the cherry blossom trees. How did you learn about Japan?
I just watching some of the channels and they travel to Japan, and I see that it's very beautiful, so I like it.
Okay, so you said you like sushi. Do you because you're not a typical Vietnamese because you've got very good uh, English skills. You know your language is very good. You're talking, you're having a conversation with me, and I think your English is very good. So if you went to Japan, you don't speak Japanese. Would you enjoy the challenge of trying to communicate with somebody that doesn't speak Vietnamese or English?
Hmm. Yeah, like doing some hand talking maybe.
Yeah, yeah. It's hand gestures. Yeah, yeah. Because when I go traveling, I go to non-English speaking countries. I really enjoy that. It makes the whole experience a little bit more exciting because you're going to experience a new culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you've been to 12 countries. Have you ever been to Vietnam?
Yes. I actually flew into Ho Chi Minh.
Oh, I live in Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I do actually want to come and explore Vietnam. I'm going to be going to the border soon because I've got to get a passport stamped. So I'm going to have to go to the border, which is only an hour away. But I would really love the opportunity to explore Vietnam. I'm trying to think. I've got a friend who's in. Oh, let me see. It's not Ho Chi Minh. Da Nang.
Oh, that's a really beautiful city.
Is that by the sea? Da Nang.
Yeah.
Do you like the sea? Do you like the beach?
Hmm, I think like I've been there like when I was 2 years old. I can't remember, but my mom said it was really beautiful, and she took some pictures, and I did look at some of it.
Okay, excellent. Go on then. Ask me some questions. What would you What would you like to know from a typical English British person? Would you like to go to Britain, England?
Yes, I would like to. And mm, which part of England would you recommend it me to come?
So a lot of people go to London, which is the capital of
Yeah.
Britain, England. Um, but I think it's very busy. I don't like busy cities. I like quiet towns because I come from the countryside where it's
Oh,
a slower pace of life. You're living
oh,
amongst nature, and I love that. I really
yeah. I
do love
love
that.
countryside too.
So I would recommend you go to either uh, Warwickshire. You could go to Warwick Castle. That's a beautiful place. It's a real nice day out. It's an old 18th century castle there,
Can
Warwick.
you type it, please?
Of course I can.
Yeah, maybe later I will search it, and when I had chance to go to England, I would go there.
Yes, I recommend it.
Okay, it's kind of
And
familiar to me.
kind of what? Sorry.
Mm, the one that you recommend me to go is kind of familiar, but I'll search it.
Yeah, I've been there several times. It's not just the castle, but it's the grounds and the gardens. They're they're huge. You can spend all day walking around them. They're really nice. It's a beautiful place to go, especially in the summer. Obviously, you don't want to go if it's raining because you're going to get very wet, very wet.
Sometimes I'm really mad at the rain because when I want to go out, it just rain and then I end up staying at home. It's so boring. But when it's like raining in the middle of the night, I could sleep so tight because it's a cool weather.
We've had a lot of rain though, haven't we, in the last couple of weeks? An awful lot of rain.
In
Did,
where
did,
you live?
yes, yes. We actually had some flooding. People's houses got flooded. Did you have any problems in Vietnam with flooding?
Yes, in the between of Vietnam.
Yeah. Do any of your friends speak English?
Hmm, my friends, not a lot actually. I just speak English with my cousin because when they see me study English, they just wanted to like be like me as well. So they do study English, and my uncle asked me to speak with them. So I did.
So you like practicing English? You like speaking
Yeah,
it?
I like to speak in English, and sometimes like I speaking to myself. I even speak in English to myself. I'm like, yeah.
Do you get to see many foreigners, many tourists?
No, actually, I actually live in the suburb.
Okay. So you're not in the main part of Ho Chi Minh, so you wouldn't see many tourists.
Yeah, but I just see some of the foreigner teachers in my school.
Okay. And where are they from? Where are your teachers from?
Uh, they're from lots of country, England, Americans, Australia, Philippines, and South South Africa.
What does your mum and dad do for a job? What's their job?
My dad teach mathematics at home, and my mom is an accountant.
Oh, right. Oh, that's two very good jobs, isn't it? Two very good jobs. So you said you'd like to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere else you'd like to visit?
Mm, I would say Switzerland. I don't really remember.
I've got a friend from Switzerland. It's a beautiful country actually, but it's very
Yeah.
expensive. Very expensive to live.
It's have a lot of natures.
Yeah, I mean we're quite lucky because um, the southeast of Asia is very cheap. It's a very cheap place to live. But when you start going to places like in Europe or Switzerland or Britain, that's when the cost of living is very high. Um,
Yeah.
and you really don't understand how high the cost of living is. Some things are 10 times the price of what we pay already out here. 10 times the price. And the wages are quite high compared to that, you know, compared to the salary that you would get in Vietnam or in Cambodia. But the houses are much more expensive. They're hundreds of thousands of pounds or $500,000. So you have to have a very good job to
Yeah.
afford a house. If you could, you like fashion designing. Would you like to design your own house and have one built? And if
Mm,
so, what would you do? What would it be like?
yes, I would like to design my house too.
So what would it be like? How would you do it?
Hmm. Well, in front yard, it's gonna have mm, a pretty big yard with full grass, and this is gonna be trampoline.
A trampoline in there, okay.
Yeah, and when I go inside the house, there's gonna be a living room and some stuff that a living room would usually have. And I think I'm gonna put an AC. It's kind of high.
Would you have all the latest technology in your house?
Yeah, maybe mm, like the light switch, auto light switch.
Auto, so you could tell it to turn on, yeah, without actually having to switch it on. You'd say lights on, yeah. That
Yes,
sort of that sort of technology. Okay.
and it's gonna be could change the color of the lights too.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Sounds interesting.
and inside when you go further, it's gonna be a dining room.
Would you have a swimming pool?
Yeah, I will have a swimming pool in my backyard. I just didn't go there yet. Yeah, dining room and the kitchen, then the backyard.
Okay. So, what would you do if you won that much money that you could never spend it all? What would you do?
Uh, I would. to go do charity.
Yep. And what else would you do? Because this money is more than what you could ever spend. You'd never spend it. So how would you live? What would you do with your life?
If I have like a lot of money, like about how much?
Billions and billions and billions.
Maybe I'll take a lot of it to do a lot of charity, and then I'm gonna maybe like spend it on something I like, because I cannot save them all the time, because if I save them all the time, when I grow up and I cannot spend anything more, the money will be useless. So I need to spend them now.
Do you know who Elon Musk is?
No.
You've never heard of Elon Musk?
No.
So Elon Musk is a very famous businessman. He owns Twitter. He owns Tesla Motor Cars, so the electric car company, and he also owns a company called SpaceX that are actually planning to do space tourism. So they're going to take normal people to the moon, fly around the moon, back to the Earth, and these seats on this spacecraft are going to be very expensive, hundreds of millions of dollars. But the first two flights that are planned for next year are already sold out. People have already bought these seats. Would you like to go to space?
Yes, it'll be a good adventure.
It would be. Would you like to go and visit another planet?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think that there is life on another planet somewhere else? Or do you think we're the only life form on planet Earth? What do you think? Do you think there could be such a thing as aliens?
Hmm. Yeah, maybe. I mean, my my mom actually believe there's our
Does she?
aliens, and she showed me some of the video that she watched, and I see that she really is saying the truth. So I kind of believe in aliens, but when I like whenever I see something strange on the sky, I told my dad that that is there's an alien.
If if you met an alien, what would you say? What would you ask it? If you could ask an alien three different questions, what would be the three questions you would ask?
I don't think we will speak in the same language.
But maybe the alien could understand English. So what would you if you could if you somebody said to you you can ask this alien three questions, what would you ask? What would you want to know?
Anything.
Anything? Anything.
Uh, I'll ask them about the secrets and outer space,
Hmm.
and I'll ask them like, uh, how did they create, like, where they from, like that.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna ask the last question is, when will the world ending?
When will the world end? Oh wow, that's a very big question, isn't it? A very big question. Hopefully not soon. Hopefully not soon.
Yeah.
Have you heard about global warming?
No.
You've not heard of global warming? No.
Yeah, I don't really like read any like news or something.
So the the polar ice caps, so the North Pole, South Pole, which are covered in ice, okay, because the temperature every year the temperature on the planet is getting hotter. So especially in Europe, so we don't notice it as much in Vietnam and Cambodia because it's already very hot here. We already experience high temperatures every day. But in Europe and in England, they don't have that sort of temperatures, and they've year on year it's been getting warmer and warmer. So these ice caps are melting. So there's a lot of water getting into the oceans, and the sea levels are rising. Have you not heard about the sea levels rising?
Uh, yeah, I did learn this
Yeah.
at school. Yeah.
Ah. So what? Tell me about that. Tell me what you've learned about it, because I'm really interested in it. I'm really
Well,
interested.
I learned what you've been saying. That the sun is like getting hotter, and like the cover thing around the earth, it's like broken because of the environment was like polluted.
Yeah.
So it was broken, and the sun just goes through straight to the earth, and that caused the earth to get warmer and like hotter, and the ocean like getting higher.
Hmm. Good.
Yeah.
In the same in the same token, we have a real big problem with plastic waste. Do you see a lot of plastic waste in Vietnam?
Yeah.
And do you see it in the rivers or in the sea?
Yes, there's a lot of trash in there.
That's really bad, isn't it? It's really
Yeah.
bad. Plastic and waste should be disposed of properly, not allowed to be going into the rivers or into the sea, because it makes it look horrible, and sea creatures end up getting tied up in plastic, or and fish end up eating little bits of plastic, um, and we're ruining our natural environment, aren't we?
Yeah.
What's the what's the wildest animal that you've seen?
Sorry.
What's the wildest animal that you've seen?
Hmm. Like I think like a deer or something.
Deer?
Yeah.
Have you seen many snakes in Vietnam?
Yeah.
Are they do you think that snakes are scary?
Yes, but I'm still scared of the spider and the cockroaches more.
There's a lot of cockroaches and spiders, isn't there?
Yeah,
A
that's
lot of
just
yeah.
disgusting. Some of them are not really harm. They're harmless, but it's just disgusting.
Yeah. Have you ever
But
seen an Have you ever seen an elephant
yeah, in the zoo.
in a zoo? So
Yeah.
I've actually, when I was in Thailand, I went elephant trekking. So I actually rode on the back of an elephant up a mountain, and then we went swimming with them.
Oh, I did see like on YouTube, and they did like swim with the elephant.
Yeah, oh, it's an amazing experience. It really is. And there's an island in Thailand called Koh Chang, and Chang means elephant. And when I went there, that's when I rode on the elephant's back all the way up to the top of the mountain. And then when we got up to the top, we got off, and they got into a big rock pool, and we were swimming with them.
Hmm,
It's a
that's so fun.
real, it is. It's an amazing experience. I've also swam with dolphins in the
I love
sea.
dolphin. They're really cute.
They're very clever, aren't they? Very
Yeah.
clever dolphins are.
The
It,
tantum. Oh,
yeah, it is. Oh, it's been lovely talking to you this morning.
Yeah, me too. Bye.